Welcome to today's lipid chat. And I do these series of chats, kind of little discussions on different lipid oils, because there's always something interesting, something I want to show you. And today, I think I've talked about camellia seed oil before. Camellia, beautiful ornamental plant. It's often grown just for its flowers. It's stunning. But the seeds that develop inside the calyx and the bottom of the flower does produce oil. And while there's hundreds of varieties of camellia, there are probably about 4, 5, or 6 different ones that are produce oil. And I've been able to put my hands on 3 of them. One is Camellia sinensis, and that's the camellia that we get tea from. You know, the tea that the English drink in the afternoon, and very refreshing. It's kind of a real social time if you've ever spent time in England. There's Camellia japonica. You can tell by the second name there. It's a very popular oil in Japan. It's called tsubaki there. And then the third camellia is, and really the most common one for topical use, is oleifera, Camellia oleifera. And they're very similar oils. They slightly different fatty acid profiles, but not significantly. And what they are mostly known for is the dry feel. You put a bit on your skin and it absorbs quickly. It's a high oleic oil. It's monounsaturated. It's not polyunsaturated, but it does absorb into the skin with this kind of dry feel, kind of a dry finish. And so what I'm showing you today is I have 2. I really need a white background. I have a, really trying, does that help you? There, that might help you see it better. This one is from Egypt, and it's super unrefined. You can tell it looks like hemp seed or something. But this is Camellia oleifera, as is this. And this is what you're going more likely to find. The quite refined, still a wonderful oil, has tremendous properties. But this one I did want to try. It's a woman that brings interesting oils, very interesting oils over from Africa, often Egypt. And she has had this one, and she had calendula seed oil, actually pressed from the seeds, not the maceration. She even has a chamomile oil, which is like crazy, but I can find so little information on it. It's a little frustrating. But today we're talking about camellia. And you can see it's quite dark, but you could put it straight on your skin. And it's afternoon, so I haven't put any oil on my skin since this morning, right after my shower. And it's kind of nice midday to put another layer on, to kind of layer up skin that might be getting a little older, maturing, been out in the sun. This unrefined green, we could call it green tea oil, couldn't we? It's not the sinensis, which is more associated with the drinking tea, but it is the same botanical family. And so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you. Just one more thing, I don't think I mentioned, the reason the oil kind of absorbs into the skin well is it's the tannins in it. It's the tannins in the unsaponifiable fraction, and actually the unrefined oil feels a little less slick. It has a little more grab, which is the tannins in the oil. And this is what I call a dry oil, not a drying oil. A drying oil is like linseed oil, flax, and hemp seed oil, and some of those others. This is a dry oil because of how it feels on the skin, the fact that it doesn't feel oily. If you put a light layer on, massage it in a bit, and it kind of disappears. Wonderful for any skin that produces too much oil. It will help calm excessive oil production in the skin. Good for teenagers and even some people, women in later years can still have oily skin, and that makes for really skin that ages quite well. So if you have oily skin, you're in luck. So that is my little sharing, lipid sharing for today. I'm Susan Parker. So thanks for joining me. And who knows what we'll talk about next time.